I'd like to tell the story of of one of my students when I was teaching about 10 or 15 years ago. And in this class on Renaissance literature, this one student was sitting in the front row frantically taking notes. She took great notes, like really comprehensive notes. And everybody else was very chilled and relaxed in the back rows. And I was wondering what was going on. And then, of course, I either discovered or found out that that of course she was the designated note taker for the class, and she was doing this out of her virtuous sense of community. And it probably was a very good exercise for her, but for the rest of the class, it really, in a way, takes away the whole part of being in a class. Taking notes in a humanities classroom is not just writing down what he says or writing down what she says. Taking notes in a humanities classroom is understanding material and writing about it in such a way that it is understandable to you. So as comprehensive as the notes of that one virtuous student was, it was her notes. I mean, there are two things that are lost here. One is, even though we're in a cell phone generation, there still is there is a kinetic memory. I have it from writing. When you write something, I don't know if people write anymore. When you write something, you remember things. I have the same kinetic memory from typing, that the activity itself helps you in remembering. That itself, that activity is part of your participation. It's a form of engagement. It's a form of making yourself present. It's a form of understanding as interpretation. Now, I know you're not interpreting what I'm saying or what any instructor said in any kind of grand way, but you're making what is said accessible to you. Every act of writing or listening is a kind of act of translation. You're translating teaching. I'm translating what I know into language which I think will make sense to you, and you're translating what I said into a language that makes sense to you. And that's why writing is so important in taking notes. Everybody takes notes differently. That's also part of things. Don't be intimidated by what other people do. Do what's good for you. I always thought I was taking too few notes. I've never gone to an academic conference and really taken a note that I cared about. Really never. Because if anything, in that context, there was nothing for me to take notes on. But when I was a student, I would take notes, all the time. And that was a way of being connected to the course. So I really recommend that. If you miss a class, share notes. No, you don't even have to share notes. Watch the lecture and take notes yourself. That's what I would also suggest in this age of Zoom. You really kind of have to sit down and take the class. You can't really have it in the background. Maybe the first class, but not once we start reading things together. And really, that's why everybody should come to class, because we are engaged in a process together, and to kind of watch that process is not as fulfilling. Anyway, be your own person, take your own notes.